Today I'm showing you how to make the easiest jam ever, no fancy equipment required. I'm talking freezer jam. This easy formula consists of 4 components: the fruit, sugar, water, and pectin. You're obviously going to need some freezer-safe vessels to put your jam in. I found these freezer jars that I thought were so cute. But a lot of glass jars are also freezer safe, so we're gonna do a little combination of both. You just wanna make sure they're nice and clean. I'm gonna start with some sweet strawberry jam because that seems to be the most popular. The formula is simple. It starts out with 3 cups of mashed fruit. You wanna measure that after it's mashed, so to get 3 cups of mashed fruit, you're probably gonna wanna start with at least 4 cups when it's in its whole state. For these strawberries, I'm just gonna use a good old potato masher to get it all nice and juicy. Your jam can be as chunky or as smooth as you want it based on how much you want to mash. Now our second component is sugar. You're going to add 4 to 5 cups of sugar. It's a good amount of sugar. Not only does the sugar help prevent the growth of bacteria, but it also is what reacts to the pectin. So you need to follow the measurements appropriately in order for the pectin to do its job. They do make a pectin for low sugar recipes. So there is a way to make this jam a little healthier. We're going to let it sit for about 20 minutes and we're gonna stir it occasionally. That's gonna help all that sugar dissolve and get all those good sweet juices flowing. The only time you'll need to use your stove is to activate our pectin. So we are going to bring this powdered packet to a boil with 3/4 of a cup to 1 cup of water. I like to give that range based on the juiciness of your fruit. Our strawberries are pretty juicy, so I'm gonna go on the lower end of the water. If you're using something like peaches that have a little less juice than the strawberries, you'd go up to about 1 cup. Once we've stirred our pectin into our water, we're gonna bring this mixture to a boil, let it boil for 1 full minute before we put it into our strawberry mixture. Now the 2 become 1 and the magic happens. You'll want to stir it for a couple minutes just for everything to come together, and it's going to start to congeal. And then we're going to pour it into our clean and sanitized containers. You want to leave about a 1/2 inch of room at the top to allow for expansion because it will expand a little bit as it cools. Now this is the point where you would have to lock and seal these lids and put them in boiling water with a special little clamp tool. For us, this is the point where we just pop it in the freezer. As you can see, we have a lot left to fill a lot of jars. This is a great recipe that's an affordable way to make some good food gifts. In case you missed it, I'm gonna show you how to use that formula with another fruit, this time blueberries, and this time food processor. Some fruits like blueberries with skins are better instead of mashing, just to pop them in here. That's gonna get that color extracted out better and even easier. It's so easy, I could do this all day. My jams are frozen and now time to serve. These, I'm telling you, you definitely have to try this. Another great thing about making freezer jam, these will last in the freezer a year. They'll last in the fridge even a couple months. Let's give them a taste, shall we? I even went ahead and made a peach version. There's nothing more perfect than a little peanut butter to go with my jam. That makes me feel like a kid again. So good. There's not an easier, tastier, more affordable way to enjoy summer produce all year long. And remember, I'm here teaching you can cook that twice a week, so be sure you're subscribed and let me know in the comments what you want to see me do next. In the meantime, when it comes to making the easiest jam ever, you can cook that. That's my jam. Ah, so funny.
Good one.